Hi, and welcome to SkatersLandingTV.com. I'm Chris Bartlett. Welcome. Today we are talking about traditional entry-level skates that are more classical, more traditional. Last segment we talked about those new skates of the new millennium, sort of the soft tech, soft skate. I'm going to talk about skates that begin in about the $59 to $69 price range, and we're going to end up with some skates that get closer to about $120. Here we go. Down at this end, I have a boot that we highly recommend to that new skater that's pretty lightweight, maybe only going to take that lesson once a week, doesn't need a lot, has never had a skate before. This is the Glacier entry-level boot. You can see I've got a moderate amount of support. If I'm going to skate 2, 3, 4 times a week, this is not going to be my skate that works for me. But what is good about it is we have a pretty decent toe pick structure that once again comes off a pretty flat profile with the toe pick pretty securely towards the front. So the danger of catching that toe pick from too much rock is greatly reduced. Okay? Got just sort of the big difference here being when I open that boot, you can see that there is just sort of a basic suede lining, moderate amount of support, but yet that skater is going to remain secure. Okay, when they bend, they're going to have a really good balance and really good ankle lateral support over that blade. Moving on, we have a very similar product here. A little beefier because it's for boys. Boys tend to be a little harder on their equipment. We tend to weigh a little bit more. So tongue is a little bit more padded out, a little bit more strength. Okay, and the lateral support, although similar to the girls, is just a little bit tougher because guys are tougher on skates, boys are tougher on skates. Similar blade features, really talking the same blade with a very similar toe pick structure. Both those products, like I said, are well under $100. They're actually in the $59 to $75 range. I'm going to move up to a couple of other entry-level learn-to-skate skates that have quite a bit more going on for them. These skates are over the $100 mark, but just over. We have the Jackson Mystique and the Rydell 115. Okay? Both products are pretty good. We have a lot of experience with this Mystique. It's got a very generous toe box, so I find that it works for a lot of combination widths. A lot of kids today, a lot of people have a much wider ball to their foot with a tighter and skinnier heel. I think you can see that looking at the product, that we've got a pretty generous fit with a sort of a narrowed out heel. Coming up from that Glacier to this product, you're going to see that I've got more security now. This is a beefier skate. We love this skate for the kid that's come out of a soft tech, come out of a soft skate. They've maybe progressed 2 or 3 badges up the line. They've now added a second group lesson. They've added a second day of skating. They've maybe added a little private lesson. You'd be amazed. I actually taught a group a couple years ago that somehow some girl snuck all the way through and got into freestyle badges on a Mystique. So I think that was pretty amazing, but definitely beyond what I consider the functional and sort of traditional role of the skate. So she definitely maxed out on that. But it's just a great all-around skate. Comes with a PVC sole, so you're not going to be dealing with waxing, mounting problems, screws coming loose. Really user-friendly, just a really good all-around choice. Sharpens up really nicely. I'm going to move on and show you some of the features of the Rydell 115, which I also really like. You can see here, companies have really figured out that that sort of flatter profile with a toe pick structure further around the front is the way to go. We have a PVC going on here. We also will have no problem with blade, security mounting. It's going to do the trick. See if I can get this thing opened up and we'll look inside. Okay. Always thinking on our feet. This could happen to you right when you're trying to lace up for a competition or something. Always seems like when you need it to happen, that knot or something will get in your way, so we'll just work with it. We've got a really nice tongue structure here. They've gone with a rubber lining. It's actually a pretty thick piece of rubber. I'm actually pretty impressed with how thick and how secure that tongue is going to be. And very similar amount of strength. Maybe a little less than the Mystique. I am detecting a little bit more movement up here in the corners, but definitely from that ankle bone down, I'm definitely thinking this skater is going to, once again, perform those mid-level badges 2 days a week, a couple lessons a week, maybe that third day a week. This is really going to be another choice. Really, you're going to choose between the two brands based on the fit. I tend to find the Rydell's run a little longer and a little narrower. Jackson, once again, runs a little wider in the front, a little bit more generous in the toe box and the instep with a nice secure heel. I think these are, like I said, these are round 2 of Learn to Skate. You've done your soft tech, you've done your soft skate, or you just feel like you want to get in the game in a more traditional skate. Remember, traditional skates have a lot less padding, have a little bit more support. They have a lot more glove-like fit. The minute you get sort of what I call all the junk, the padding and all of that from the inside, that boot is really going to hug you. So it's sort of the difference between a soft skate, soft tech fitting you kind of like a mitten, really comfortable, really happy, but this becomes your really nice fitted driving glove. So for next time, I'm Chris Bartlett for SkatersLandingTV.com.